back to the channel, guys. So today we are going to do a special video, and this is going to be the only video you'll ever need of a full complete technical analysis of any instruments on the forex markets. So this video is going to be a combination of all the different technicals and different strategies everyone is using in the market. So it's going to be a combination of break-off structures, support and resistance, rising wages, falling wages, change of characters, breakout and retreats, and catching impulse moves in the market. So without wasting any time, let's jump right into it, guys. So before I forget, I want to remind you about our YouTube live. We are making a YouTube live every day, and we are posting all the confirmed orders in our Telegram channel. So anyone who hasn't joined the Telegram channel is going to be free for a limited time. So let's go. So here we are going to use Euro Canadian as our example, and we are going to start right away from here. So for example, we have a big strong bullish trend to the upward side, and at this point we get two equal highs. So we have a break of structure here, and then we have a continuation and a strong impulse move until this point. Now at this point, which is 1.486, we have another retest of the same zone, and we get a huge resistance right there. Now this, technically we call it a double top. So which means the trend, the big upward trend, is taking a pause and changing to a different side. So at this point, you draw your trend line and look at how the impulse move breaks to the different side. So right there, you get an opportunity to enter a sell position. Now, how do you target your take profits? The previous support becomes take profit 1. The next support becomes take profit 2, and the last support becomes take profit 3. So this could have been take profit 1, here take profit 2, and here take profit 3. So this is a break of trend. So we are seeing break of structures right here. There is a support that is broken, which indicates that there is a continuation in the downward trend, and we see another support being created right here. Do not exit your positions until you see a change of character, which means the price will go up and break the previous resistance. So we see a support created right here, and then price breaks again. So another break of support, which indicates more sell coming. Again, you see a retest and a support is created. If price doesn't break the previous supply zone or resistance, we'll see another. It means there is more sales coming. Do not exit your position if you're still holding from the top. Now we can see here price pushing again to the downward side. Now when do you start realizing that this trend is changing? As you saw the upward trend, we saw equal highs, which created a double top and indicated that this trend is changing direction. Even at the bottom, you see equal lows, which means a strong demand or support zone is starting to form. So equal lows pushing to the upward side, they indicate any position you have open from the sell side, you have to close it around those area. Now you have to also check behind, are there any zones? So this was a resistance broken, which has become support right here. So these three supports will show you that this is really a very strong position, a very strong support holding. So the price is going to move to the different direction. So here you see these opportunities to enter buy positions because the price is holding the support and pushing to the upward side. Now we can see right here after the break of this trend, now there is a new concept we are going to talk about here, which is a break and retest. So everywhere I'm going to put a yellow rectangle. It is a break and retest technical analysis. Anytime a trend is broken, where the trend breaks, put a rectangle right there and wait and see how the price reacts when it comes back to that zone. Now when the break of trend was created, here where the trend breaks, just put a rectangle there or mark a line there, and you see how price reacts when it comes back there. So you see how price creates a strong support there. If it breaks to the downward side, it will create a strong resistance around there. If it breaks to the upward side, it creates a strong support exactly where the trend breaks from. This is from a lot of different examples we can see in the markets. Try to follow and see on your own, but this creates always a support where the price breaks the trend. Now you can see how that support works, and it starts pushing to the upward side. Now this is a break and retest of a trend line. Now we can see how price pushes, and that was an opportunity to enter a buy position at these two supports, 1 2 3, buy position to the upward side. Now we are seeing something new, which is a rising wedge. So this rising wedge, how does it work? Price moves with a good momentum, but the highs are decreasing because it's a rising wedge. The highs are decreasing and the lows are increasing. So here it shows the price is going up, but the strength is going down because there is no new highs that are impulse. All the highs are a little bit smaller highs. So it means the strength is decreasing. So if you put in the relative strength index, which is the RSI, it will show you that here the price will show you that it is decreasing. The strength is decreasing. So what do we see at the top? A double top, which means this is another indication. Equal highs means there is a strong resistance around this point. And if you try to go back, you can see that it was a zone where we had some resistance and huge sales. You can see that when price reaches here, it reacts the same. Double top, equal highs, break to the downward side. A rising wedge, as soon as it breaks, the point where it breaks becomes a resistance. As we saw here, that the point becomes a support when it breaks up. When it breaks down, it becomes a resistance. And wait to see how price reacts when it comes back to that resistance. This is an opportunity to enter a sell. As soon as price makes a double bottom, opportunity to enter a buy position again. So we can see another rising wedge forming here, and again we reach the same zone. This is a sell zone now, and price creates a double top, which opens up an opportunity to enter a sell position. And again, as we have talked about the price breaking to the downward side and creating a resistance at the point of break, now this point where the price breaks from becomes a point of resistance. So it's a resistance zone, so point of interest is there. So wait and see how price reacts when it comes back to that exact zone. So this will be a sell zone always. It will work out 90% of the time. But as you know, the markets can always be volatile at a certain point when there is maybe economic news releases, and price won't respect those kind of zones. It will break through, spike, and come back. But this is always a break presents another opportunity to try and target those areas. So you can see how price reacted when it came back to that resistance zone. It went down properly, and this was a very good opportunity to get that sell. Again, you see a falling wedge here, and price breaks. As we've been saying, as soon as it breaks, the point where it breaks from becomes a zone. So this is a support zone, so or a demand or support zone. And wait and see how price reacts when it comes back to the zone. It comes back and creates opportunity to push to the opposite direction. As soon as it breaks from any kind of huge trend, it breaks and becomes a support zone when it breaks to the upward side. Now this zone created the opportunity for all this, and what are we looking at here? We are looking at a break of resistance and creating new support, and a break of another resistance here and creating new support, a break of another resistance here and creating new support here, and push to the upward side. Now there are some liquidity sweep right there, but in this situation, don't panic to put in orders right away for continuation of a buy position. You have to wait for a break and retest. Now here it broke and straight away came back into the supply, below the supply zone. Broke out and came back straight away, then kept rejecting the same zone. And right here we have a pin bar, this pin bar candle that indicated a pure sell again. That candle, that pin bar indicated a pure rejection of that zone, and this is a 1 hour chart, so it's a real strong signal to enter a sell position. And you see how the price reacted right there. It went to the position where which would have been the take profit 1, because it's the previous support. And again, you see how price didn't go back to retest. It means you hold the position, take profit 1, and here could have been the take profit 2, so you hold the position. If price retests anywhere, you know where it's going to retest from these other previous supports. So those are the points where you expect price to go or price to retest. So this was the previous support 1, previous support 2, and previous support 3. So it becomes the take profit 1, 2, 3. If price doesn't retest, this is the point where you target your take profits 1, 2, and 3. Now, as soon as price came back to the previous demand or support, it created new support zones. So this was a new support that was created, and it meant that when price comes back to this area, you will expect a buy opportunity. And straight away, as soon as price came back here, you saw that impulse move of NFP news. It was really a strong move. As you know, the NFP news release, it made some very good strides there. You can see something like 90 pips in 80 pips in just an hour. So this was a really very impulse move, and price is coming back right there. So it means you wait and see how price is going to react when it comes back into this zone. If you see a rejection and the push to the upward side, it will be a buy opportunity. So this was our intensive technical analysis, and this will be the only video you will ever need of technical analysis. So guys, thanks for watching, and always keep it up.